Welcome back, Bartlett's Garage. This video, we're going to be working on the 91 a little bit. First things first, I got to get the Sonoma out of the way, get this thing positioned where we can get around all sides of it. Then we'll go over what's happening with it. As you can probably tell, there ain't no motor in it right now, but we'll go over that in a minute. Alright, this is the 91 S10. Body drop, 3.5 inches, 20s all the way around. One of my favorite wheels, centerline Archers. But it's a hole right now. I pulled the motor and transmission out, started doing a traditional body drop, and kind of pushed it to the side. But time to get back to work on it a little bit. I'm going to build some patch panels to fill in some holes and see what we can get done today. It's got a lot of work left ahead of it. It was a 4.3 5-speed. I'm gonna probably put the 4.3 back in it with an automatic this time. But it's got an infamous 5 length on the rear, infamous control arms on the front. Hadn't really decided if I'm gonna keep the front like it is or not, or change it up. But this truck's mainly gonna be a just drive and drag, and not going for anything special. Just a little cruiser and see what it turns into from there. Alright, for y'all that don't know, this is a traditional body drop. You cut the cab around the edge, all around the bottom perimeter, on the back wall, on the firewall, and you let the body settle down to wherever your stopping point is, your rocker or your pinch weld. I cut the pinch off so it would lay rocker. And once you get that done on a good flat surface, you come back in, you build patch panels in and fill all the gaps in like these. But you probably want to do better than these, but hey, I'm not a pro. I just do it because I love mini trucks. Anyway, that's the only excuse I need. But you build your panels, fill it all in, and then once you get done with that, you'll be done with your traditional body drop. Kind of like an old school channel, but you're doing the whole bottom instead of just around the frame itself. Now I'll hear it too, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Yes, you lose space in your cab, and it's not the cool hip thing to do like a stock floor body drop with a full frame, but this truck's kind of old school, going for old school mini trucking ways, gonna do it all the way old school. Probably gonna cut a hole in the hood and have the motor hanging out 4, 5, 6, 7 inches. But I just wanted to say that because I know somebody will say stock floor. Well, old school here. Another thing that probably should go without being said, but you'll want to pull all of your interior out just so you don't catch it on fire. You know, that's kind of important, but figured I'd just say it. Only thing I hadn't pulled out of this one yet is the seat belts. We're fixing to get that right now. You always want to use your high dollar tools on these projects. The high best you got, your Harbor Freight's best tools for the job. Seat belts removed. Okay, once you've cut it back a little ways, so when you shut your door, you want to make sure you got plenty of room between your door and your body right here. That way your door panel don't hit it when you shut your door. Clean it up. That way when you weld on it, it'll be good and ready to weld on. But you make a template, which I already started on. Tucked it down in here. Up about as far as I wanted to go. Rubbed the line across there. That way I could see where it was hitting it. Now I can just trim that off. And that'll be the first template I've got. I already started a little one right up there a good while back before I started moving the truck around. That way it would hold the cab where it is in place. But I'm gonna get this template cut out. We'll start tacking that in, and probably gonna have to come back eventually and fix this crack in the floor from those seats. But, all right, I got my first little section of patch panel pretty close to where I want it. Next thing I'm gonna do is tack it in, and as I tack it, I'm gonna go along and make sure all the gaps are closed up nice right through here, like this gap's here. I'm gonna get underneath and fill all that in. I got a little gap there I'm gonna take care of, but once you get them all tacked in there and grind them welds a little bit smoother, and of course once I'm done I'll seam seal it all. But all right, there's a few panels in. I still gotta clean up some welds, but that's where it's at for now. That's gonna be it for this video. Got a couple more panels done. Got the driver's side matching the passenger side. At least I can get the seat in there and kind of test it out and see how high I'm gonna sit. So I'm gonna have to modify the seat brackets, but it's gonna come together. It's kind of one of them old school deals where, kind of like when I was a teenager, you know, we just went with it, went for it. Cut it. It's just metal. You can always cut it and put it back. You don't got to be perfect. As long as it's good and safe and you're happy with it, that's all that matters. Don't be scared to get out there and do it yourself. I'm going to try to start getting in more detail on some of this stuff, but, well, remember, it's never easy. And with that said, hopefully I get better at doing these videos. Y'all keep watching. I'll keep trying. Kind of like building these trucks. Do what we can do. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe. Just getting started. Thank you.